Hello, Michael from Tonik,
Yeah.
Tonik Sound.
Tonik, or either one, yeah.
Either right?
Great to be
Okay.
here, though. Thank you.
Welcome to Wallifornia MusicTech.
Yeah.
So, you first congratulations because
thank you.
you won the prize yesterday. You won the prize of the Wallifornia MusicTech Best Startup because
Yeah.
you pitched with 15 others projects.
Yeah.
And we are eager to see to know more about Tonik Sounds. It's about augmented instruments.
Augmented instruments, exactly. And
What
yeah,
is it?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It was really exciting, to be involved and to be invited to the competition, and the field was really great. So we're just really honored to be a part of it. As far as the augmented instruments, the way we see things is that the problems that musicians have specifically can be around writing, recording, or performing, and whenever one of those is like separated from the others, whenever there's a problem with one of those, there's a huge opportunity to kind of disrupt that industry. Disrupt is the tech term. Musicians see it as like ages. So before rock and roll, no one could perform their music because the Great Depression hit, and because and as a result of that, they couldn't have as many members as they needed. So the electric guitar was their solution, but it also brought in a whole new era. And we have seen this happen a few different times in the history of musical instruments, and we're seeing it right now with laptops and people writing and recording on their laptops. So what we see is there's a performance problem right now, and the first thing we want to do is solve that performance problem to help musicians be able to have their live sets, because that's where they gain new fans, and that's where a lot of music still happens.
Okay. Yeah, you convinced the jury yesterday you won 2 prizes.
Yeah.
And why do you think this field of augmented instruments is so interesting for the people who are like investing in good projects in music? Why do you think it's going to
well, I think it's interesting because the people here are both business people and music people, right? So I think music people love it just because they see the opportunity in that. Investors, from a business point of view, it's really nice when people are already doing that, when they're already creating their own solutions within this field. So we've seen this even with companies like Facebook and like some of the biggest companies in the world, where they saw people like sending pictures to each other, and they created a place that people could do that. So there was already what we were calling a hack to that, and then they solved that hack essentially. So what we're seeing is that professional artists are already creating these things, and but it's expensive for them to do that, and the problem has to be big enough for them to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to solve this problem. So if we can come in and make it cheaper for them and make it easier for them, and also make it cheap enough that the people who can't afford $100,000 or more can access it as well, then it's already, this field is almost proven already, which is really a great place to start when you're a startup.
Yeah. So now, one of the prizes you won from Wallifornia was 1 week in Hollywood in the Innovation Center of Universal Music, which is our partner for the startups parts of Wallifornia that we thanks again. And so, are you ready? You know what you would like to do there? Have you think about that yet?
Honestly, I came late to the announcement. I was having some meetings. It's been a very crazy few days. Lots of people to talk to and everything. So I was having a meeting. I heard there's something happening. I'm gonna go over to that, and then pretty much right when I arrived, they announced the first prize, and I was like, oh, okay, it was nice to win that Sonar D prize. I went to the back, and Scott Cohen stopped me and was like, don't leave, and I was like, why? And then they announced the second prize, which was really like a crazy surprise. So I've chatted with Christina a bit from Universal about what we can potentially benefit from that, and I think we're just going to keep having those conversations and see what the right meetings we can set up are, and how we can be involved the best we can.
Okay. We are on the site of Les Ardents Festival also. Have you had the occasion of meeting some artists maybe? That could be.
I would love to.
Okay. So let's do that.
Let's
today,
do that
yes.
because again, it's been back to back meetings. So luckily, it seems to be calming down a little bit now. The main talks are over, so we can start processing and focusing a little bit on next steps and try to leverage this success and luck we've had over the last few days. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how did you like Belgium in general?
Oh, I love Belgium. Yeah. So I'm Canadian, so I speak a bit of French, which helps to get around. And the waffles are great, and the beer is great.
And the soccer team.
And the people are so nice. Though I'm used to France, and I think it's one kiss on the one side and not two. So I was like,
that's
confused.
Probably the only problem. Yeah. But so you told me you were from London. The ecosystem in music tech in London you are involved in. How do you? How big is it? And
I think it's really growing right now. So there's a lot of really good potential happening and coalescing. We're a member in sort of an accelerator called the Rattle, and they're focused on helping artists and helping musicians, and they've kind of brought them together in one space. So it's really great for us because we're one of the first companies involved with that, and the resources they offer are amazing, and we wouldn't be where we are. We wouldn't be here today without them. So that has been amazing, and there's so many other music tech companies building apps, building other hardware. George from Voclio is here today as well, and his microphone is amazing, what he can do with that. There's also some mini labels there, media companies, and then just having the artists there with us all the time to constantly be giving their thoughts. And we have a huge backlog of products that we need to make because people are asking us to make them for them. So again, it's amazing how that's been progressing just since it started in February.
Because in fact you're very young startups. Also,
yeah, definitely. This is the thing, right? I think we were chatting a little bit before, like how old Tonik is, and it's kind of hard to say because a startup should be, I think, like the accumulation of all of your knowledge over your lifetime with all the founders. And some people say they've been working on something for 7 years part-time, or some people start things really fast and move it forward. It's all about having the right moment and having the right people and having the right opportunities, really. Yeah.
Well, congratulations again, and I'll see you around. And you are very welcome next year.
Yeah, we'll definitely be here next year. It's been great, so thank you.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much.